I first met Bob when I was 15. Our high school theater program would come down to Civic and get costumed by Bob. I was drawn to his creativity as a costume designer. And plus he was super cool with a ponytail and a tattoo on his arm like a pirate. Fast forward 10 years, and I'm now a volunteer in the costume shop. With guidance and mentorship from Bob, we've worked together for 28 years as a volunteer, as his assistant, and as co-designer, and most importantly, as a friend. The best lesson I've learned from Bob is that you can dye almost anything. I once asked, can this be dyed? And he said, well, I don't know, let's see. Worst case scenarios, it's just wet. Oh, I'm sorry, all the flamingos are gone from the costume shop. You'll have to visit Bob at home. Enjoy your retirement.
Hi Bob, it's Lori Valdir. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being a part of the Grand Rapids Civic Theatre for all of these years and for giving so much of your heart, yourself, your life, and so many hours to designing and building the literal, probably thousands of costumes that you designed and built over the years. And I just feel like as a community, we are the lucky ones that we are so blessed to have gotten to see your beautiful works of art, your incredible gifts and talents up on that stage, and that hundreds of actors have gotten to wear your beautiful costumes, and thousands of audience members have gotten to see your costumes up on stage. And it's just literally incredible. Some of my favorite and fondest memories when I did shows at Civic, and the 10 shows that I did with you as costume designer, was getting to go for my fittings and try on my costumes. And you made me feel so special and like such a professional. And to this day, I'm still so excited when I'm in a new show, when I get to go have my fittings and try on my costumes. And I honestly feel like it's because of you, because such wonderful memories were made, and so much of that had to do with you. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. Some of my favorite costumes that I got to wear were when I did The Sound of Music in 1998, and you built our uniforms and the play clothes that were made out of the drapes, and the beautiful dresses we got to wear at the wedding. And still to this day, they're just such fond memories, and I can't imagine Civic without you. But I wish you all the best in your retirement. I am so grateful and thankful for you and to you, and I wish you all the best.
It was always a thrill for me when they'd call my name to go see Bob. People used to kind of dread it. I always thought it was kind of cool because I'd always have in mind, like, what's he gonna put me in this time? And it was never disappointing. And the only thing that I ever had to do was wear a wig that I absolutely hated, didn't think it'd work, but it did. And that show, there was a lot of wig changes, and I remember, Bob always just had a smile. There was never really nothing that upset him. Visually, I'm sure he was, but we never knew. He always did everything with a smile. There was one show that there were so many wig changes, and even then, his dry humor would take over, and you get everything done. So get all the wigs changed, and it was still just a smile on Bob's face. And I remember when I first came back to a show after losing weight, and he said something he probably didn't even know was that effective, but he said, you transformed, and that was that. And I got another card, and we started writing. Thanks, Bob. We are truly going to miss you, man. Take care of yourself. Peace.
I remember meeting you years ago. I was working at a show out at the park, Ermeladeus, and someone told me that there was a young man who had just graduated from Central, I think. I may have that wrong. Anyway, we talked. I threw out a lot of crazy ideas. You seemed to appreciate, or pretended to, some of them. And we worked together. Congratulations on your retirement, and best wishes for your future.
Hey, Bob! I hear you're retiring. I am so super excited. So I'm making this video to thank you. All of those years, all of those hours we spent together, it was like 12 plus years that I was your assistant. I can't even add up the hours. And when I think back, I think of all of the fun we had and the challenges we had, the good times, the bad times, the challenging times, the producers, yikers, okay? I just want to thank you. It's so much bigger than the costumes. It really is the connections that we made, the connections with the volunteers, the connections with the actors that came through, the different shows that we did. It was just wonderful. And it goes beyond the building. It really does. The connections are lasting, and those are the precious memories that I have. So I'm so super excited, Bob. Congratulations, and we'll see you soon. Mwah.
Hey Bob, it's Lynn. I'm just wishing you congratulations on your retirement. We have been so lucky to have you in this community. I hope you're not permanently retired. Anyway, I adore you so much, and I feel so honored to not only have been able to be costumed by you in about 15 different shows, from Circle to Actors to Civic, but also for my beautiful, stunning wedding dress that you created, and I would never have had anybody else do it but you. You are going to be so missed. I hope you know how much I adore you and how much I truly value you, but I'm excited for you in this next phase of your life, and congratulations on your retirement.
Bob Fowle. What to say about you, Bob? Congratulations on your retirement, and thank you for everything you've done for the Civic Theater and the impact you've made on the community volunteers and those of us who pursued theater professionally, because we had the opportunity to work with a professional and gifted designer. As a stage manager, I know I was able to go into the professional world feeling much more confident with the caliber of designers that I've worked with, including yourself, and how to communicate and what expectations to have. And that's what you did. That's what you did for me. And you made my experience backstage at Civic as a dresser and as a stage manager all the more special, really, honestly. And you will be very much missed. Thank you for everything you've done. I wish I was there to celebrate with you. Best of luck to you on this next chapter of life. Congratulations, Bob.
Hey, Bob. Congratulations on your retirement. Thank you so much for inviting me and letting me be a part of your shop, and for all of the projects we've been able to work on in the last 7 years. You have absolutely no idea how much it means to me, the freedom, the trust that you've given me. I hope you enjoy your free time, because you deserve it. And if anybody asks, I'm a much better cutter than I am a sewer.
Hi, Bob. It's Shelley Urbane. You may remember me from such shows as the Rocky Horror Show. Right there. Huh? Look at that. Why I did not buy this costume and wear it to a Grand Awards, we'll never know. Anyway, I'm so sorry that I can't be there in person, but I'm sending love and so many hugs and a huge bravo and congratulations on your upcoming retirement. Oh, just have the best time celebrating, and thank you for everything you've done, not only for me when I've had the ginormous opportunity to work with you, but for everyone in the theater community. We all love you so dearly, and just have a brilliant retirement. My God, you deserve it. You so deserve it. So enjoy the celebrations, take in all the love, and enjoy. Cheers.
Bob Fowle, man about town. Bob, I've always appreciated being able to come upstairs to the shop, grab a piece of chocolate, just the right piece of fabric, or some great advice. And imagine, throughout all of that, all of those years, all of those shows, all of those different directors, you've managed to keep your sanity. Ish. Congratulations, Bob.
I first met Bob 22 years ago when I was choreographing Return to the Forbidden Planet. I remember one time I was choreographing the dancers to run on stage and slide down onto the floor. And I could hear Bob say, "Well, that's not gonna happen." And by the way, it didn't. It wasn't until years later that I realized how passionate Bob was about his creations. One time when I was up in the costume shop, when I was doing Beauty and the Beast, I looked over and I saw that yellow dress on that mannequin, and I said, "Bob, wow, that dress is beautiful." And Bob looked at me and said, "Well, it's not done yet." And I thought to myself, how could that dress be any more gorgeous? Well, I was wrong. I remember the first night Alyssa walked out on that stage, that dress was breathtaking. Thank you, Bob, for all the incredible costumes you've made through the years, making us all feel so special and so stunning. Happy retirement.
Hi, Bob. Congratulations. I am coming to you from Buffalo, New York with Tina, the musical. I just wanted to wish you a happy and well-deserved retirement. I would not be where I am today without you and without your help and your guidance. Everything you've taught me is stuff that I use on a daily basis backstage. It's meant so much to me to get to learn and grow from you. You've been such a staple in our community and at Grand Rapids Civic Theatre, and everyone is going to miss you so much. I will miss all of your snarky comments every time I come to the costume shop. It's been some of the highlights of my day every time I think about it. Thank you so much for everything. We will miss you so much.
Hey Bob, sunny day today, so I'm doing it outdoors. I completely forgot to thank you for all you've done for the theater community these past, 30 some years. I know we go way back. I remember meeting you actually at Theatrics with Terry Klein and then Civic and just so many endeavors we've done together, and how truly loved and valued you are as a mentor, as a friend, as a costumer, as a designer, as a cutter. I remember the days in your basement with Erlene, with Rose Bertain. You're just a wonderful guy, and I wish you nothing but the best in the future, and don't be a stranger. Thanks, Bob.
An ode to Bob. From drama to musicals and all in between, your masterful skills have touched every scene. Not only with brilliance and beauty at play, but integrity and perfection every step of the way. The gifts of your service are indeed very rare. And I, for one, thank you for all that you've shared. Thanks for the memories and the magic, Bob. Love you.
Hi, Bob. From the first day I arrived in the South Pacific, through Duloc and beyond now to Cherry Tree Lane, I've trusted you with my heart and soul and never regretted it. You always know how to fix all the problems, have all the best comments and wise words. Being one of your dressers has been my dream come true, and I've truly been the luckiest to have you in my life and as my fearless leader. Thank you.
Bob, as we planned for your party, it's allowed me to think about how very much you mean to me and my girls, and that's a lot. You're not only a genius costume designer, but you're also a really good man. Thank you much for everything, and hi Joel, thank you too. Love you, Bob.
Congratulations, dear Bob, on a truly remarkable career. Everyone here at Civic Theatre is so lucky to have witnessed and worked with your artistry, your passion for the craft, your respect for the process, and of course, your wise and witty sense of humor. I personally feel very fortunate to have worked with you as an actor in everything from bodysuits to fat suits, as a director and choreographer, and of course, as a friend. You actually may be my longest running collaborator in Grand Rapids, as I very recently had the privilege of wearing your inspired menswear designs for the Revolutionists. And some 30 years ago, made my Civic Theatre debut in the Velveteen Rabbit, wearing another of your fun and festive designs. That clown costume was very creative. A little outrageous and certainly a labor of love for your dedicated costume shop volunteers who worked tirelessly to attach every last piece of fringe. For an excited 10-year-old kid, that clown costume was as much fun to play in then as it is now. Truly, Bob, you have shared so much with this community. Your designs are not only beautiful, they're collaborative, historically accurate, layered in nuance, and filled with attention to every last detail. Watching your artwork come to life on the Civic Theater stage all these decades is a gift we will not soon forget. Enjoy a most well-deserved retirement. Chi Miigwech, Master Costume Designer.
Bob Fowle, I have never felt so beautiful, or so terrifying actually, as I have in costumes that you made for me. This is my first theater experience here in Grand Rapids, and I'll never forget it. It's been such a joy to work with you. Everything you make is perfect, everything. And you will be so missed around here. I hope that you are able to do all the glamping all summer long, and please don't be a stranger.
Hi, Bob. Congratulations on your retirement. It's really bizarre to think about Civic Theater without you there. You were literally a fixture in that costume shop for as long as I have memories. My mom, every single time she dragged me down to the theater to talk to you about some puzzle or project that she was working through with a costume, I basically learned about make-believe by exploring your costume shop and trying not to get yelled at by both of you for getting into costumes that I shouldn't be in. But you meant a lot to me, and you certainly meant a lot to my mom. I don't know if I can even put it into words, how much you meant to her. She always called you and referred to you as the greatest stitcher she's ever known. So again, congratulations. It's a little bittersweet for me. I know that my mom would be saying similar things, probably laced with a little more profanity and cigarette smoke, if she were here. But I know she loved you greatly. And I just really appreciate you. And I hope you enjoy not having to come to work every day. Oh, also, I hope you can finally have the time to get that therapy that you need now for that night that you had to spend with P2 and I at Cedar Point. I know that's probably still hard to overcome. Anyway, all the love in the world, Bob. Congratulations.
Hey, Bob, congratulations on your retirement. I just want to say thank you for always being so kind and for taking the time to tell us those long and boring, very funny stories. I appreciate the way you made me feel welcome in my very first show, and shows after that you made me feel, and everyone else feel, so beautiful. Lovely and beautiful. No matter what I had on, I was always comfortable, and I always looked good. Well, I mostly looked good, and it wasn't your fault. Thanks, Bob.
Hey, Bob. So from the time that I first set foot in the Civic, for my first show, which was Les Mis back in 2014, you are one of the few that has been a constant for me there. So it's going to be weird to go up to the costume shop for a fitting, assuming I get to do a show again, to go upstairs for a fitting and not see you there. So that's going to be super strange, but I'm also very happy for you. I'm very excited for whatever's next for you. And I'm definitely going to miss you. Please don't be a stranger. I hope you know that I'm very grateful for everything you've done for me and for Toby, and letting him come and play and find a passion, discover a passion. So I really appreciate everything. So thank you. Thank you for your passion, and thank you for all you do. Thanks.
Hi, Bob. We just wanted to say congratulations.
It's been such a pleasure working with you and watching all your magical creations that you've created over the years.
We're going to miss you so much, and we wish you all the best.
Bye, Bob.
Hey, Bob. I just wanted to say congratulations on a fantastic career and happy retirement. As you know, you and Rob are a huge part of the reason why I'm here in my studio in New York and still doing this stuff today. So yeah, I can't wait to see what you do in the future, and I hope you get some well-deserved rest. Happy opening to the holiday show. All right, bye.
I just wanted to take a moment to say, happy retirement, Bob.
I will miss you. I've been fortunate enough to be costumed under you and to work creatively under you, and I've enjoyed every single moment.
Dear Robert, there's so much to say that it's difficult to find the words. I'm only one person out of thousands of actors that you have made look good on stage with your amazing talent. Personally, from The King and I to A Chorus Line and all the shows in between, I have been blessed to have you costume me and become my friend along the way. Your meticulous eye and attention to detail over all these years has been unsurpassed in West Michigan theater. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. We will miss you greatly. With love, respect, and gratitude. Carol Black.
Hi, Bob. How are you? Congratulations on your retirement. Thank you for everything that you've done over the years. And, take some time off, do some bird watching, ride some roller coasters. But thank you for everything you've done, and happy retirement.
Bob, you have excelled in a long list of big costume productions. But when I look back at my reviews, the one that stood out to me was a much smaller show. In 2000, Civic produced Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. They transposed the comedy forward 4 centuries to World War I in Sicily. The soldiers' uniforms and the ladies' fashions made that transition work. But the crowning jewel was a priest in a long black cassock and a big round black hat. I think they call it a cappello romano. Bellissimo.
Hi, Bob. I am so lucky to have known you since I was 8 years old. You really showed me the power that a costume can have on a character, but also the importance of having respect and kindness for every person on the team. Young actors don't always know that lesson, and I'm so grateful to have learned that from you. I'm lucky to have been dressed by you, and I'm very grateful to know you. I hope you have a wonderful retirement, and to see you soon. Bye.
Hey Bob, it's Doug in Georgia.
Hey,
We're
Bob.
so happy to be here to tell you how much we love you and how grateful we are for everything that you've done for the Grand Rapids Civic Theatre all these years, but especially for us personally. Take it away, Doug.
Well, I would just like to say that I've been in so many shows, but the costumes have been amazing in all of them. But some of my favorites were my knicker suit that I wore in 1776. I love being very piratey in Peter Pan, and very presidential in Annie. But probably the best costume ever was for a funny thing happened on the way to the forum when my wife didn't even realize I was on stage. She kept waiting for me to show up, even though I was there for quite a while. So she didn't even recognize me. So that was very good costuming.
But in addition to all the on-stage fabulous costumes, I have to thank you for all the times off-stage you have shared with me amazing costumes to go to events in Grand Rapids and different places where I needed to really hit the ball out of the park and look fabulous. My most favorite was the amazing hat that you gave me to wear to the Kentucky Derby. It was 5 years ago this year. But anyway, bottom line is you've always been there for us and for so many people. You are a great friend, and we wish you all the best. We love you, and we will miss you.
Love you, Robert.
Hi, Bob. Happy retirement. I want to say thank you for all of the magic that you've brought to the Grand Rapids theater community throughout your tenure as costume designer. I want to say personally thank you for always making me feel so beautiful and so special, all the way from when I was 7 to my wedding. And gosh, I've been trying to think of my favorite costumes, and I'm tied between Flying Monkey with those nuts wings that somebody else had to put into our backs, and the Follies costume with the bedazzled bras and the sides and the headdresses. So insanely lucky. Thank you so much. and enjoy retirement. Relax. Live it up. Love.
Hi, Bob. I am so excited to be wishing you happy retirement. Every time you did a show at Civic, it was a magical gift to the community, and I had such an amazing time working with you. Every idea that you had was always better than mine, and I was grateful for that. But the one thing that always amazed me was your eye for fabric. And I remember one day walking into this shop, and I said, Bob, this fabric you bought is just perfect for the character. I can't believe it. Where on earth did you find it? And he said, Joanne Fabrics on 28th Street. And I couldn't believe it. He has such an amazing eye. The other thing, Bob, I want to thank you for is all the years of kindness and generosity that you gave me when I was doing outside of civic jobs. And you always helped me, and I'll never forget that. But the number one memory. It's 30 years old, over 30 years old, is when you costumed me for Dolly in Hello, Dolly. I will never forget it. It was the most amazing time of my life. And you cared for me, and you nurtured me, and you kept making these things that were so amazingly beautiful. And I felt like it was a privilege to wear them. That's a memory I will hold forever of you and I will cherish it forever. Now, go. Enjoy your new life.
Hey, Bob, congratulations on all your years as an amazing costume designer for Civic Theatre. I just want to bring up this memory here. This is me wearing my finale dress for Sister Act, which you originally weren't going to make, but a bunch of the cast members wrote on a napkin why you should make the finale dress, and you did, and it was absolutely amazing, and I just want to thank you again personally because that meant so much to me. Congratulations.
Hi, Bob. Happy retirement to you. It is well deserved. And on a personal note, I just want to say thank you. I still have the email saved when you reached out to me and asked me to be Brandon's assistant on Kinky Boots, and that experience was truly life-changing. So thank you for that, and may your retirement be filled with sunny days and many, many tacky flamingo lawn ornaments.
Hi, Bob, and congratulations on your retirement. I think everyone who's ever met you knows what a treasure you are, as a friend, as a colleague, and as an extraordinary designer for our costumes at Grand Rapids Civic Theatre. You've had an illustrious career, and all of Grand Rapids and Western Michigan has benefited from your talent. Thank you so much for the years you've given, and I hope you have many more in retirement to enjoy the things you most like to do. Love you, Bob. It was a joy to work with you.
Hey, Bob. I've been your theater widow for 24 years, but I think it's time we go on an adventure. Let's hook up one of the vintage trailers and go.